What's up guys? In this video, we're going to be looking at some possible explanations behind the Nacht, Untoten loading screen from Black Ops 1, and also what possible future storylines it could produce. The crazy thing is about this story though, is that it actually picks up from where the Philadelphia experiment finished. In 1943, the US government set up another top secret experiment in Brookhaven National Laboratories in Long Island, New York. This is John von Neumann. He played a massive part in designing and creating the world's first digital computer. After his success with the digital computer, John von Neumann wanted to push the technology he was working on to the extreme. And the US government picked up on this and supported his next big invention. This included providing him with all the resources and documents that the US government had retrieved during World War II, including loads of Nazi psychological research. So, with all this information, John von Neumann had a brilliant idea. He wanted to join his digital computer technology with sophisticated radio transmitters, with the goal of linking humans' minds to machines. And after years of tests, he stated that the human thoughts could then be transmitted to computers through technical radio receivers. These thoughts could then be stored on a computer as informational bits. And this was a breakthrough start to a very sinister plan. The principles were developed and the techniques were enhanced until a virtual mind-reading machine was constructed. This would then allow two humans to be hooked up to this device, and if one human thought a thought, then the other human's mind would become infected with that thought, ultimately with the goal of taking over another human to control their actions. This is when the seriously crazy stuff started to begin. After a few more years of research, John von Neumann stated that using a revolutionary piece of hardware, an illusion could be born. So a human could think of anything in the universe and that object would then appear in front of them, which is crazy enough in itself, but researchers began to wonder if a person thought of an object appearing yesterday, would that then bend space-time itself? And crazily enough, the man that released this information claiming to be true said a few years of studying that technology, it actually happened. In 1964, they managed to open up time portals. These portals were apparently invented using the same technology that the USS Eldridge used during the Philadelphia experiment. These time portals were apparently used to travel back to 1943. Now that you've had your CodeNamePizza history lesson for today, let's connect all of the story that we just heard with the zombies. These time portals were opened in 1964. They went back to 1943, and there's even a portal underneath that date. This whole experiment was to control the minds of humans, basically brainwashing them to control them and to do things out of their own control. A person would think a thought, and whatever they thought would appear in front of them. So this could finally be a definitive answer to why we have never-ending waves of zombies and hellhounds and even Nova 6 and all the other crazy beings we now have in the zombie storyline. Whoever is in control of the universes are thinking of these things, and they constantly start appearing. Let's travel back to what I was talking about before. Two humans could be hooked up to the same device, and one of them could have their mind infected with thoughts to do things out of their own control. Is it possible that this is exactly what we see with Samantha Maxis? When the zombies have yellow eyes, we think that she has control. But what happens if her thoughts are just being controlled? The best piece of evidence to back this up is in the Die Rise loading cutscene, when Richtofen has power. We hear a demonic voice say, "Accept your fate, begin anew." Then we hear Richtofen say the exact same thing.
That's it!
I don't understand!
What are you talking about, Stuhlinger? Misty made it pretty clear.
Accept your fate, begin anew!
This shows that there's in fact a higher power above Richtofen. So someone is controlling him and infecting his mind in the same way that we see the minds being controlled in this Phoenix Project story. But the big question is, who is controlling him. So that's basically my story for today, guys. That is how I explain the whole Nacht Untoten loaded screen, and it definitely has a lot of reference to the zombie storyline as well. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please leave a like. We are aiming for 700 likes on this video, and if you are brand new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button to become the latest member of the Pizza Club. And as always, guys, thank you for watching, and peace out.
Secure the keys.